Okay, welcome to my channel, and in this video I will be teaching you some useful technique to instantiate objects by combining the details with the dictionary. So here you will see that I will be trying to initiate objects and later refer them by using the key. So how can I do this? So to do this, first I will make a class called any class. So you can start by writing a class, and let's name this car, and inside this let's add the constructor def underscore underscore init. And here let's say, in order to create a car, we will provide two parameters such as the serial ID, which is a unique number. Let's say can be a unique number or text, whatever. And also we will give the name, and let's also give the year. So we need these parameters to create a car. So next I will save them to this particular instance. So self.serial id is equal to serial id, and also let me correct these things. So once again correcting these things, and next I will save name equal name. So this way I will save these values so that later I can refer them. Year equal year. Okay, and also let's add a method to display the properties of this object. So get details, let's say details, and inside it we have self, and let's try to format this. So here I will use a print statement, and inside the print statement I will use f string. So car, and let's put underscore car id. Let's say id is what is the car id, which is the self dot serial id. And let's say let's make this a little bit interesting. So and also we will put this inside this name. We will put it inside this thing, self dot name, and also we will put the year inside these two symbols. So here self dot what do you call the year. Okay, now we have formatted the string. So now basically you can instantiate a car. So this is the normal way. So how can we, let's say car1 equal car, and next you need to pass the parameters. So let's say the serial id is 123, so it can be a number or whatever, doesn't matter. And the name we can give as aqua, and also we will put the year as 2014 maybe. Okay, why is this getting highlighted? Expected two blank lines. Okay, and now we have a car1, and let's call the get details method. And if I run this, here you can see that car id is 123. It's an aqua. It's made in 2014. So in this way we managed to create a car. But now I want to improve this, so that if I have a dictionary, a list of dictionaries, a list which contains a list of dictionaries. So based on that I want to dynamically create instances of this car. So let's see how we can do this. So let's type list of cars. Let's say cars, it's a list. So and as this is a list, I will put equal mark, and inside this I can press enter, and also this will be a dictionary. So this basically this dictionary will contain the information about a particular car. So first let's say the first car will have the serial id. So let me put serial id as the key here. Serial id. I want to show you something, that's why I'm using the serial id thing, because if you know the serial id, later we can refer this object by using this serial id as well. So that's why I'm using it. Make sure not to duplicate it, otherwise because we are going to use the serial id as a unique number in order to avoid duplication. So make sure that you don't use the same id. Let's say 1 2 3. Okay, and next we have to put key value pair. So next it will be the name. So let's also put name. Also we can give a name, let's say Honda, whatever, it doesn't matter. And also the year, so let's put year. And these are key value pairs. Let's put 2012. Okay, now one car is completed. Details of one car is completed. And the next car, let me quickly copy these details for the next car. So here we add, we press the home and tab it, and also end, and put details of another car here. Okay, and also another car, let's put, okay, have it. Okay, but now we want to make sure that these serial numbers are very unique numbers. So 1 2 3, let's say 4 5 6 7 8 9, and also 0 0 0. Let's say we have name, let's change his name Toyota, as well as BMW. What else? What else? What do we have? Let's say Bajaj. Okay, and let's also make these years a little different. 2017, 2022, 2023. Okay, now we have these details, and basically it's a list. So now we want to instantiate objects out of this list, and the list is a list of dictionaries. So each of these, inside the list we have dictionaries, and we would like to instantiate objects by using this list of dictionaries. So here I'm going to use the serial number as the key. So when we use that as the key, it will be very easy for us to identify the objects by using the serial ID. So that is the unique point. So once I have a list, what can I do? So next I want a dictionary. I want to create a dictionary, and I'm using this. I will use the serial ID as the key, unique key. So the key has to be unique, otherwise it will override an existing object. So the value will be the object. So here let's say car objects. Object will be an empty dictionary. So it's equal to an empty dictionary. Okay, now I will iterate through this list. First I will show you. For car in list of cars, list of, let's put cars to make it plural, and I will just print the car. Print this will print one by one. So let me run this, and here you will observe the result. Here you can see each car will be printed one by one. Instead of printing the car, I would like to create an object and add that as the value for the dictionary. So here what I'm going to do is, first I will use the dictionary name, and then here I want to have the key, right? For the key I will use the serial ID, so that this becomes very powerful and it allows me to refer to this object later. So here what can I do? So this car will have this particular dictionary. So from that I will extract the serial ID. So how can I do that? Car, this refers to this car, and here also it will grab the value of the serial ID, which is very unique. So let me put serial ID. Okay, now I have a very unique key, and for the value I will add an object of the car. So here I will use this class, and I will call the constructor. So how can I do that? Car, and next I want to pass the values. So first value is the serial ID. So how can I get that? Again, referring to the same dictionary, which is this one. And first I think it will not be in any order, I think, but doesn't matter. So car, I will refer this, and from the car I want to extract the serial ID. So here I am also extracting the serial ID from the list of dictionaries over here. So now I extracted the serial ID in order to create an car object. What else do I need? I also need the name and year. So how can I do that? Again, similarly, I will use car, and for the key I will use name, and also car. Here I will use year, right? Okay, let me check whether the keys are correct. Yeah, name and year. Okay, now we pass all the details necessary for this constructor to create a car. So let's also add a print statement that will show that a car is created, a car is built. Let's say a car was built. Okay, now basically when this runs, it has to create 3 cars. So let's see whether we will have 4, right? Sorry, because we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here we have 4 messages printed to the screen, which shows that the car objects were successfully created. Okay, now, so since we have these car objects, we can also get their individual details, because we have this method to get those details. So how can we do that? We can iterate through this dictionary, which is called car object. So how can we do this? We will use a for loop for let's say car in car objects, right? Because these are the objects. Here if we iterate just through this one, it will only give us the keys. So let me show you. So if I do this, it will not going to provide me the object, but it will just give me the key. So print let's say car, and let me run this. So here, can you see? Here it just gives us the keys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. 0, 0, 0 is 0, right? Because this is a number. You can either put text, doesn't matter. So if you put text, you will get all the numbers. So let's try that as well to show you, right? This is the unique identifier which I am going to use to create this object. So now that issue is settled. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0, 0. So suppose I need to view this object at once, so I can do car objects just to show you that we have these objects, right? So we have these objects, right? We have 4 car objects. So we don't need this, but in order to get the object, instead of the key, we use values. Okay, now I think just values will do fine. I think dot values, let me run this. I don't know whether, I think we need the brackets. Okay, now it's going to work. Here we have the object returned to us, so it will go through the values in the car objects dictionary. So instead of printing the car, I want to get the details. So print, let's say car, which refers to the object dot get details. Let's see what happens. F10, and now what do you get? Car ID is 123 Honda 2012. Why? And next it will iterate. It also prints none. Car details. Why does it print none? Where is it coming from? I have no idea why we are seeing none here. After this gets printed, is there anything? Okay, because this doesn't return, we already add the print statement inside this one. So actually it doesn't return anything, so we doesn't have to have a print statement. So that's the error. So now it works fine. So car ID, and we have 4 cars, and we are getting the details correct. The strong point here is that we can also refer to these objects by using their serial ID. So this makes this thing very powerful, so that we can have a reference to these objects. So how can we get this object? By using the serial ID. it's very easy to do that. We know that these objects are stored as values in the car objects dictionary. So here what we can do is like we can refer to these objects by using the key, right? So the key is the serial ID. So what is the serial ID? If you know the serial ID, right, it will be a unique name. So 789, I can refer here 789, and then I can do anything, right? Do the name or get details or anything. Let's do here, but I need to print this, right? So and then do like this and press here. Can you see 2022? So I can uniquely refer to these objects, so that's very powerful. So here if I to do 000, I can refer. So as well as what happens if we refer to an object that doesn't exist. So let's try 853. Let's say here what will happen, it gives a key error because there's no object by this id, right? 123, I think we made 123 is there. 2012, you can extract details or call their methods or do anything by using this method. So here we combine objects with dictionaries to instantiate them using a unique identifier. So sometimes you might want to refer these objects and change their parameters. So in that case you can do. So suppose, right, so let's change the year of this car, which is 2012, right? So I suppose I need to change this year. You can do that. Dot year equal, then let's say we will put 2000. Okay, and I need to remove this. So now, and so after that we will get the details, car objects, and the unique identifier is 123 dot get details. Let's see whether we are getting the correct answers. So basically here you have, right, for earlier it was 2012 when we printed here the year, then after that we change it to 2000 and we got the details, and here you can see that it modified this car object. So in this way you learned how to use dictionaries in order to instantiate objects. So hope that this video is useful. So thank you very much for watching.